The way I'm seeing this current world, Allahu A'lam, when it comes to people following happiness, I think a lot of the young people are spending way too much time on non-beneficial things on social media. Like it's become absurd. And I believe this is becoming the #1 reason for our depression, our anxieties, our worthlessness, our irritation, our fights. We live in a world where the meaning of happiness is misconstrued. It is based mostly on outward joy and materialistic gain. The idea most people have is run away from pain to joy and self-indulgence. Even though pain, you can't run away from it. Anyone who gets in their way of their feelings of comfort and enjoyment becomes a toxic person to them. The meaning of self-love is misconstrued. To many it means self-loathing and doing whatever the desires want without guilt or regret. The world we live in is becoming more and more about the individual, and only the individual, and any rules or obligations or responsibilities are considered an invasion and victimization of ourselves. We glue our eyes to the screens, phones and social media looking for something, but we don't know what we are looking for. We're looking for happiness or a solution or an answer, but we never get it. For many, it's so long as it makes you laugh. Bit of dopamine. Doesn't make you think, I'm okay because I don't have to think. Gives you no responsibility. I got no duty or accountability. Easy. And serves our desires and lusts. That's good, so long as that happens. We are happy to sit in our bedrooms and lock the door. Give us our devices, give us our earpods and access to all the services on the internet, lock our doors and rage at our parents, siblings or anyone who disturbs our comfort in the slightest. We think that happiness comes from shopping, buying, discarding them and keeping up to date with what is in. Anyone who merely advises us of our faults, we shun them as toxic and negative. Then there are those who find happiness in hurting and abusing others, possessive and controlling, parents and children and employers and friends who find their pleasure by subduing and putting down others. They find pleasure in making others feel intimidated by them and satisfying their already low self-esteem by putting down others. There are those who find pleasure in seeing others fail, winning against others under any circumstance, even if it leads to destroying other people's lives. Then there are those who see happiness in showing off, reliant on compliments and praise even if it's fake. Those that think happiness is in getting the attention of that boy or girl with flimsy cheap words and pictures. Those men whose egos are the center of their joy and showing off to their friends and counting how many women and girls they scored or played with or got her picture and words. And those women whose weak-mindedness makes them think that happiness is by all the clicking that people give her of likes and emojis, especially from the boys who were using them and not really seeing them as important, some of them showing off their body and sexualizing themselves, some of them for a few cheap bucks. Then there are those who think happiness is to try harmful substances such as drugs, either to impress, to fit in, or to get accepted, or merely an illusion of running away and escaping pain and problems, thinking it will make them happy again somehow, but it's only destroying them. To those whom money, property and things are what they live for, earning it in all sorts of immoral ways and haram, and then they try to justify it by using and twisting religious texts or other justifications to try and make themselves feel justified by digging their guilt deep down until death comes. We still have time, brothers and sisters. Our soul is waiting. It's there. Allah is close. Our nafs has gotten hold of us. Let's start taming it, inshaAllah. Most of us here have white hair. I've dyed my beard. I've also have lots of white hair. But we're all on the other side of the hill. Some of us are working towards there. And some of us, we don't know if tomorrow you and I will be our time.